Welcome back to the Cheapshot Music Podcast. We'll start off today with some noteworthy items, and then we'll roll into a segment. So, Casey, what do you got for us to start?
All right, so there's several albums that are turning 50 years old. This weekend. Old, yeah.
Hide the boomers,
So
don't let
that'd
them
be
know.
1972, if my math is right. And some of these albums include Al Green's Let's Stay Together.
Yep.
The classic tune, Let's Stay Together on it.
Nice.
Stevie Wonder's Talking Book.
Beautiful.
One of my
Wonderful
favorites.
album, and with the super hit Superstition.
Classic.
On our four that we adore.
Yep.
Yeah.
Carly Simon's No Secrets, which has You're So Vain on it. Aretha Franklin's Young, Gifted, and Black, which my personal favorite, Rocksteady, also one of her big hits.
Beautiful.
Lou Reed's Transformer, more of an underground, artist, not as popular, if you will. He's more of an acquired taste, but
Yeah, I wouldn't have even known the name of this album, but I do know a song on it, Take a Walk on the Wild
yeah,
Side.
this is his biggest commercial hit, basically. And then finally, the Rolling Stones' Exile on Main Street, which we've talked about the song Tumbling Dice.
Beautiful song.
So look at that. That's some crazy albums that came out in the same year.
In 1 year, man.
Yeah.
That is kind of crazy.
The 70s, man.
Yeah.
Oldie but goodie, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So other things happening. Coachella is returning.
Sweet.
It's this big festival. It happens every year in California. It really includes the biggest pop artists of the day. Like, it's pretty crazy, the lineups that they get. So this year it's a 2-weekend event, which it usually is, and each Friday night it's going to feature Harry Styles.
Star Fox.
Saturday nights will include Billie Eilish headlining,
Okay.
and then Sundays Kanye or Ye will be headlining on those.
Just yay.
Just Ye.
Just yay.
I know. Respect. Well,
You better. He'll get mad at you.
he will. He will.
He'll trash you on
Podcast.
Twitter.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. So, this is a pretty big event. It's going to include about 125,000 people, which is a little perspective. Woodstock, 400,000 people. It's not too far, but Woodstock was beyond a legendary festival in the
Yeah,
late
but
60s.
for
Yeah.
late numbers lately, that seems like so many people.
It does.
it
It does.
seems so many.
It does, and it's spread out over 2 weekends, so, who knows. But it's also going to include people like, Megan Thee Stallion, Lil Baby, Doja Cat, Phoebe Bridgers, and some others. So it should be a pretty good festival.
Frank Ocean.
It just sucks that, in previous years they've been struggling to have the festival because of COVID and the pandemic.
Yeah.
But yeah, it should be a great festival. So
I think they'll handle it. I hope it goes well. But how about we hop into some hot garbage?
let's do it. Hot garbage. Hot garbage.
All right, Justin, what do we have for hot garbage this week?
A real winner. Just
A
a real
winner in-
stinky winner.
In what way?
In all the right places.
Hannah finds this hilarious.
He's killing me. All right, so we got Do It To It by ACRAZE.
Okay, let's listen to this garbage.
Lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my ladies, pop your backs with it. Line with it, drop with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my ladies, pop your backs with it. Line with it, drop with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my ladies, pop your backs with it. Line with it, drop with it, lean with it, rock with it.
Well, all right, Casey, I've heard that you had a breakdown for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is really in-depth, like, theoretical breakdown of this incredibly complex piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
it's-
really difficult to wrap my head around it.
Yeah. So it starts in G minor, then it goes to C minor, and
And then what?
Then repeats 5,000 times. And the melody, I think it's maybe a range of a fifth, maybe. Not sure. Not a lot of notes there going on.
It's small.
It's really about that thing, and
And cats and
I was saying like we were talking like this sounds like something if I was going to the store Aeropostale or like some sushi restaurant in like a swanky part of like a trendy part of town. This is what I would hear.
Yeah, absolutely. I wrote down like this is the kind of song that would get played at Forever 21, and the bitches that
Yes.
work there are like, "Oh my god, do you guys like this song? Like it's so good." Like I don't know. Are you guys going out Friday?
Hot Topic or Spencer's.
That too.
That's
Yeah.
what it is.
But Spencer's is a good store. I like going to Spencer's.
Yeah, that's why this is on the
Swear
top.
to
Entertaining. It's a very entertaining store.
All my dildo needs.
Yeah.
What, I'm being serious?
Well, Hot Topic. But Hot Topic is kind of like metal too, you know, like, so you never know what you're going to hear in there. You might hear this though, for
Yeah.
sure.
It's like a box of chocolates.
Yeah.
You just never,
never know what you're gonna get.
God.
Yeah, so it's not a complicated song. It's really kind of repetitive, I guess would be the word.
Super. Yeah.
Which is typical of this kind of music. But
EDM.
it's so generic. You know, just there's nothing special about it. It is literally elevator music to me, but it's actually like designer clothing store elevator music.
What's the difference?
Right.
What is the
because
difference?
elevator
There's no
music is usually
difference.
what's that?
There's no difference.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no
'Cause
difference.
There's no difference.
Elevator music is usually bossa nova.
Yeah.
And this is, you know, EDM forever.
Yeah.
So
It's just their function is definitely the same.
Yeah.
And that's what makes this song hot garbage all
Straight
the way
up.
through and through. There's just nothing about it that
Straight up.
deserves anything good. Speaking of not anything good, we should get into some guilty pleasures because Hannah has a song that just is not anything good. So,
Yeah, not your song, Jack. Only Hannah's.
we'll find out, I guess.
check it out.
Yeah.
Guilty pleasures.
All right, Casey, what do you got for us for guilty pleasures today?
Oh, so my choice is one from when I was in high school. It's a late 90s gem of a song. It's a song that I'm not happy that I like, but when I heard it, I can't stop listening to it. And I've listened to it like a million times. The song is called Wishing I Was There by Natalie Imbruglia. Let's check it out.
Okay.
When the morning comes, don't say you love me, don't say you need me. I really don't think that's fair. Boy, I'm not so dumb. But when you leave me, I'll be wishing I was there. I dreamt.
Guess who's not winning this week? Douchebag.
Why, you like this one?
Yeah, I do.
Excuse me, I could probably bring it down a little bit.
Okay, let's hear it.
This was made the year I was born,
Ooh.
and you were in high school.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wink, wink.
I'm still younger, but I'm still younger than you, dude. I don't care what you say.
Younger in the soul.
Yeah,
Oh
maturity
yeah, I'm
level.
83.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, it's a pretty basic song. It's 1-4-5. It's in B flat major. It's really, really simple. It's one of these songs though. It's kind of interesting because even though it's in B flat major, it feels like it's in F major.
Interesting.
That may not be of any interest to anyone, but just so you know, it's got that little
It's
little
ambiguous.
angle, little ambiguousness to it. It sounds like about a million other songs.
It sounds like All I Really Want by Alanis Morissette.
Oh yeah, sure.
That is this song. It's
Yeah.
the same key, I think.
I mean, B flat major is a pretty popular key, so yeah.
Too bad I like this song. I like a lot of it. So
Really?
I'm
It's
not
catchy?
voting for you.
It's catchy. Hannah, do you like it?
I love it. Yeah, big fan.
Can always count on Hannah.
Yeah, let's get to an actual bad
Okay,
pick.
Jack.
Yes, Jack.
I'm just laughing because I know how much you guys hate this song.
What is it?
It's fucking perfect by Pink. Let's take a listen.
Okay.
Instead, so complicated. Look how we are making, filled with so much hatred. Such a tired game. It's enough. I've done all I can think of. Chased down all my demons. I've seen you do the same. Oh, pretty please.
Oh,
You are perfect, Casey.
I know.
And so are you, Justin.
Don't
And
you
so are
ever,
you,
ever
Hannah.
Oh
feel?
my goodness.
Don't you ever feel like you're less than perfect?
So, why do you like this song?
Well, I mean, instrument-wise, there's an acoustic guitar, so my brain goes, a guitar!
Ooh.
Whoa!
I play that.
That was my first thought, honestly.
Yeah.
And then
Wow.
I just was like, I was thinking about this song when I was a kid. I kind of hated it when I was like 10 or 12, but now that I'm an adult, I'm like, this is the better times. This is when things were not so weird and people were trying not to judge each other. I don't know.
So nostalgic.
Yeah, it is nostalgic.
And
it totally is.
but you're also guilty about liking this song. You feel guilty.
It's Pink. How
Yeah.
I'm a man.
Yeah. You know, I'm
Pink
not
is
I'm not a fan of Pink, really. I'm not just I think she's kind of overrated. I think it's just kind of cheesy sometimes, you know, just not
She's a
really-
great singer.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of great singers too, you know.
Very
Well,
generic.
But have you ever seen her concerts?
Yeah, I go to like 4 of them a week.
Yeah, man. I was camped out for tickets last week.
Yeah, man. I got front row.
All right. Well, I know how you guys feel about all
Yeah,
this.
this song
So maybe
sucks. This one sucks.
maybe instead of constantly hating on me, Justin talks about his song.
Oh yeah, Constantly Hating by Young Thug. And featuring Birdman. Don't forget about it.
Oh, let's check it out.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Bentley with the doors all around, not a Jeep. Rich nigga shit, smoke 2 pounds in a week. Can't find a bitch that don't know we them streets. Bitches know that I am Birdman, that's OG.
But really, what is it to do with a whole world constantly hating on you? Pussy nigga, hoe, they nuts masturbating on you. Meanwhile, the fucking federal baiting on you. Nigga, tell me what you do.
Would you stand up or would you?
What?
What are you supposed to do when the
Yeah,
whole
just let
world's
me-
constantly hating?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You should
Who's
feel
singing?
bad about liking this song. This is a bad song.
It has everything that you guys hate about rap music.
It's got the
kinda
mumble
does, yeah.
slur
Yep.
thing.
Yeah, this is one of the many few one of the few mumble rap songs that I really like because it has Birdman in it. Birdman right at the beginning
Yeah.
is just he's so good in his cadence and in his bodying of lyrics and just presenting his voice as an instrument. It's just really nice. Young Thug brings a little bit of a modern take to it, but when we're actually breaking down the instruments, it's all 808 and it has this weird plucking harp, and it has 808 bass to create ambiance, and then it basically has no drums in it, just to have Birdman, Young Thug basically be the drum themselves.
Yeah. So, like, if I went to, I guess it used to be Kmart, but maybe Target, and I bought one of those, like, $50 keyboards, Casio keyboards or whatever, and I were to play the drums on it, I could make this song, right? Like,
Yeah.
like that's
Yeah.
pretty much what the quality of this tune.
Yeah, the
right?
808 hi-hat
This
is
is
in
like-
there.
It's
It's
cheap.
got it. Yeah.
It's cheaper
Yeah.
production, but then you have like I said, the mumble slur thing, man. I love to hear what they're saying when I hear rap, right?
Yeah.
I want to know what they're saying, and when I can't understand it, like even if I try listen back to it 50 times, like
That's why you have Birdman in the song.
Yeah, because Young Thug is
just
barely understandable. and he sounds like he's whining, like, why is everyone bullying me? That's what he sounds like, you know?
Don't
what
make
it
fun
is.
of me.
When the whole world's constantly hating on you.
So I don't know, man. I might hate this one a lot more than the pink one. We'll see.
Well, I just don't know what Justin's reason is for liking it.
Hey, he likes
like
Birdman.
the song.
Just do you
I
like
really
Birdman?
like. I actually enjoy Young Thug.
Okay. Maybe I just have to respect that then. And I can respect that at least more than what I can respect coming from Hannah.
Oh,
Oh, what is
So-
that supposed to mean, Jack?
It's just supposed to mean exactly what it's supposed to mean, Hannah.
My
Country.
song brings me back to my roots of farming Minnesota. Country Girl Shake It For Me
Oh
by
my
Luke Bryan.
oh God, let's check it out.
Can't wait to watch you do your thing. Shake it for the young bucks sitting in the honky tonks, for the rednecks rocking till the break of dawn. The DJ spinning that country song. Come on, come on, come on. Shake it for the birds, shake it for the bees, shake it for the catfish swimming down deep in the creek, for the crickets and the critters and the squirrels. Shake it to the moon, shake it for me, girl. Oh, country girl, shake it for me, girl. Shake it for me, girl.
Come on!
I'll start.
Yeah, please.
I don't hate it.
Good.
Instrumentation wise, I don't.
I like musicianship wise, of course. Country music, we can always rely on the musicianship being solid. You
Yeah.
know,
It's bluesy. Bluesy.
it is. I don't know. I'm with you, man. I kind of like it. It's kind of
the little banjo in the back.
a little bit
Ah,
of banjo, definitely that 4 on the floor. You know, it's got, but it's a little more upbeat than a lot of the other ones. And he's got some cool like rhythm with his vocalization.
He's really
so.
bodying the beat. I actually enjoy that.
I don't hate it, and I don't think you should feel like. Well, maybe you should feel guilty. I would feel guilty.
no,
for
no.
not
I
feel
liking
very
this one.
guilty.
Shake it for the boys in the honky tonk or the rednecks working all day.
For the critters and the
Yeah.
squirrels.
So
Yeah,
Jack,
they need appreciation too, Jack.
why do you hate this song, Jack?
The lyrics. I mean, come on.
You don't like them?
because it's a party song. Okay.
Well, I can respect the fact that it's a party song, and I respect its musicianship. But man, it always gets me when it's like the honky tonk and the rednecks and the trucks.
Buzzwords. The buzzwords.
It always gets me.
I will
The
say
country.
the country.
I didn't notice as many buzzwords in this small sample. I'd probably notice more if I heard like the fourth verse or whatever, however many verses there are. So it didn't seem as typical as some of the others, but yeah, I mean it could very well easily have some of those buzzwords. I heard squirrels and whatever. It was like
Squirrels and critters and
yeah, I guess that's
No, the
kind of
buzzwords are
bush light.
certainly there.
Squirrel.
Let's hear it.
But so here's the thing: the buzzwords are certainly there. But then imagine listening to this for like 4 minutes.
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd be up on the honky tonk dancing, Jack.
Okay, Jack. Let's. You're at a dive bar, like way out in the woods,
You're drinking really cheap beer,
Yes. Okay.
and taking whiskey shots.
Okay.
and just like everyone in the bar, this song comes on, everyone in the bar gets up, woohoo!
And a lady comes over and is like, "Hey, let's go dance." You're telling me you wouldn't go dance?
No, I'd be like, all right, skitty, yeah,
Let's get it.
skitty. That's probably what I'd say.
Hannah, what's your favorite part of this song?
Yeah,
The guitar riff at the beginning,
Guitar
it goes bump ba-dum, bum bum.
it is a good guitar. riff.
It's so bluesy, and Luke
Sweet.
Bryan's voice is like butter.
Nice.
You gotta love it.
It's really nice.
It's auto-tuned to shit.
Well, yeah, there's some auto-tune for sure.
He's like beatboxing while he's doing it.
It is kind of true. No, his rhythm is very good. But who is the guiltiest? Who is the guiltiest?
My vote's for Justin,
Okay.
but you'd be a close second.
Okay.
All right, so one
All right.
for me. Jack, I'm voting for you.
Okay. Fair enough.
We
So
gotta be
one,
honest.
one vote for me. Yeah, that's totally fair.
1-1.
We might have a 4-way tie here on this, Hannah, because I definitely hate "Country Girl, Shake It for Me" the most.
Okay.
So Hannah, you're my vote.
Yeah, Hannah, you're the tiebreaker.
Hannah might be the tiebreaker here.
You're the
What's-
tiebreaker.
The song that I think is the most guiltiest is Jack's.
Let's go! I win.
I like how we're both happy. I'm like, I didn't win because
I voted
didn't
for you.
lose.
I voted for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, congratulations, Jack, on being the guiltiest.
Thank you very much. I will take my reward and I will rub it in your face. Anyways, enough of that. Let's get into some generic or genuine.
Let's do it.
Generic or genuine? All right, Casey, what do you got for us today?
So we're going to continue where we left off about a month ago, actually, at this point. The holidays kind of, interrupted this, but we're looking at the Rolling Stone Top 500 Greatest Songs of All Time.
Okay.
We're going down the top 100 list, 10 at a time each week, and we're deciding if the list is, the songs on the list are generic or genuine, and also sort of if they even belong on the list.
Yeah.
If they belong even in the top 100. Of course, we all know that this list sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, it absolutely
Like,
sucks.
it is total garbage. But you know what? Let's just kick
Let's
into
prove it. Let's
Okay.
prove it to the viewers.
Let's prove it.
Yeah, which ones are we going through today?
So we're going to start with number 79, which is where we're leaving off. And it is Amy Winehouse's Back to Black, the song Back to Black, which is also the title of the album. Now, I personally think this is a fantastic song.
Genuine.
It's genuine. It's not my favorite song on the album. I actually think there's way better songs on it. But how do we feel about 79?
The spot that it's in, I mean, I think it's somewhat justified. However, you made note of the fact that, like, what was it, Yesterday by the Beatles was lower?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I
this-
agree with that, but I do agree that Amy Winehouse should definitely be on this list.
Yeah, there's a few songs that are behind it that are questionable. Again, she should definitely be on the list. I just don't know exactly where.
Yep.
Number 78, The Four Tops, Reach Out, I'll Be There. Oh, one of my personal favorite songs, man. It's just a classic Motown tune. Absolutely genuine. If you haven't heard it, listeners,
Yeah,
check it out.
decently ahead of its time. It came out in '67.
For sure. So The Four Tops in general is such a great group. So I'm gonna go with genuine there.
Yeah, genuine.
Absolutely. Anything by Motown. Moving on, 77. The Modern Lovers Roadrunner. The song is called Roadrunner. And
Like a bad version of Queens of the Stone Age, right?
or like an an underground bad version of Bruce Springsteen,
Yeah.
bad Joe Strummer. It's kind of punk rock, garage rock.
Look, the point of it is that we've never heard this.
Because it's a
Never heard of
UK.
it.
It's a UK
It was a,
hit.
it was a big hit in the 90s in the UK.
Yeah.
In the 90s, I thought it was 76.
Oh, sorry. That was the wrong one. 76. 1976.
Yeah, okay.
The numbers, words.
And you're the professor, too.
I know, right? Yeah, thank you. So 76. Yeah, man. It's like we've never really heard of it. It's kind of underground. Doesn't mean it belongs on this list.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just saying I can name at least 100 or maybe even 500 songs that are better that I like.
It's
Yeah,
Okay,
generic.
generic.
It's generic.
I kind of agree with that, too, because it sounds like a lot of these other indie songs that are, like, so unique.
Yeah,
you
straight
know?
up. Okay, moving on. 76, Johnny Cash, I Walk the Line.
Sure.
Legendary, genuine. In
Easy,
my opinion.
genuine.
Yeah, and I think it could easily be in the top 100 as well.
Easy.
Yep.
Okay, so we're in agreement there. Number 75, Pulp by Common People. No.
Not allowed. That one doesn't count.
Not a great
Who's
song.
singing?
This is the one I was thinking of that's in the middle of the
bad.
mid 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, it's the same thing. It's so underground that it's just like we've never heard of it. And in a best 500 songs of all time
Yeah.
that anyone
All
has
time.
ever listened to.
It's some random UK hit from the 90s.
Yes.
That's what we're picking.
And it's ahead of the Beatles.
Yeah. It's ahead of Wonderwall. Which that was a bigger hit. Like
Absolutely,
so,
that was.
Yeah, that was hot garbage.
So we'll move on from that one. So that one's generic, or yeah, straight up.
Yep.
Number 74, Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah. Beautiful song, beautiful singer. Rest in peace, Leonard Cohen. I think it's absolutely genuine.
Genuine.
Again, I don't know about the top 100 for me personally.
Here's the question. Do you put Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen higher, or do you put the Jeff Buckley version higher?
I mean, Leonard Cohen, I would probably put the higher of the two.
Okay.
But,
Yeah, but then it's like, who did it first? You know?
Well, it's Leonard Cohen's song first,
Yep.
and then Jeff Buckley covered it.
Yeah.
So, but some would argue that Jeff Buckley made a better version of it. You know,
that's what happened to Bob Dylan's entire career. Everyone made a better version of it.
like all
Yeah,
along the Watchtower.
But so would we consider this genuine?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Definitely. Just
Certain.
maybe not in the top 100 for me. Number 73. Here we go. Beyonce with Formation.
Okay, we all love Beyonce here.
Love her.
We're pro Beyonce. Let's
she's
just start with that.
Incredibly talented.
But okay, for one, this Beyonce song, at 73. I mean, it's just
No way.
It's shameful.
yeah. Some of the instruments they use are annoying.
But Justin, this is a contemporary list where they're not going to just pick classic rock.
Okay.
Yep.
Honestly, if Beyonce's written 100 songs, it's not even in that top 100 for me. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike Will made it though. Mike Will made it.
so, like, why is this number 73? And it's for the reasons that we've talked about with this list before.
Yep.
It's totally skewed to cater to younger audiences instead of putting Stairway to Heaven at number 1 for the 50th year in a row. So we get it. Moving on, number 72, The Beatles with Yesterday.
Approved. Stamp of approval. Green thumbs up. Whatever you want to say.
No
Genuine.
yeah, no arguments
That's
here.
what we wanna
Absolutely
say.
genuine. Probably in a good spot too at number 72.
Great.
Number 71, Tracy Chapman, Fast Car. Love this song. Love
song.
Tracy Chapman.
Yep.
Don't know about the placement on the list. Definitely genuine.
Genuine. For sure. And she's
Definitely.
the only writer of this song. So
Definitely.
genuine.
And she plays the guitar. I just don't know about being number 71. Right ahead of Yesterday. Anything that's going to hover around a Beatles classic is always going to get extra attention from me. You know, like a song that's right after Hey Jude is like, something like that. So that's why I question it being where it is, but I still like it. Number 70, our final one on this list for this week, is one of my favorite Elvis Presley songs, Suspicious Minds. I think it's his best song that he ever wrote personally.
Okay.
And I think it's absolutely genuine. I would actually move it higher, lower, closer to number 1, if you will, in that direction on
sure.
this list. I might put it in the top 50 even.
I could see that. I mean, Elvis Presley had such an influence on American music and the way that we consume it as a product, you know,
The
like
king of pop.
Yeah.
absolutely. Like his whole image, the hip shaking, the cool guy clothes, the acoustic guitar, like he set precedents for music.
For sure. So this list this week, mostly genuine. Sounds like we had a couple on there that were like outrageous and shameful that they should.
Very bad picks.
Yes. So we love you, Beyonce, but no, not this song. So I'm surprised still that we're seeing some of these weird songs randomly in there, but I'm liking a lot of the other choices that we're seeing too. The genuine
Totally.
ones.
Yeah. This is a shitty list, but we need a good list now, you know? Justin, do you want to talk to us about a good list?
Yes. We're going to talk about that in a Justin's joint.
Let's check it out.
A Justin's joint. All right, everyone. I'm taking over with my new segment, and we're going to talk about rap music for
All
10
right.
minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, we're going to do top 5 greatest rappers of all time, the GROAT. You know, the
GROAT. Greatest rappers. Yeah, I like it.
But so to break down to 5, I was like, how do I even do this? So I'm going to talk about 40-ish
Rappers.
and it's actually a top 4 list, very concrete top 4. Number 5 is very ambiguous, but all right, let's get into this.
Let's hear it.
So it's the people that are acknowledged but not considered. You know, Ice-T, Rakim, wonderful. Both of those, holy shit.
Love 'em.
Old school, just wonderful,
Ice-T.
literally foundational pieces of rap music.
Yeah, man. Ice-T, hardcore back in the day, man.
Yeah, it's great. T.I., Rick Ross, 50, The Game, Busta Rhymes. These are all people in the very late 90s, 2000s, early 2010s that just, really good stuff.
Shout out to Busta Rhymes, man. That dude is
Yes.
super talented.
And also, The Game has a new song with Ye, which that's my absolutely not.
Aren't they dissing on Pete Davidson in this one?
Well,
I heard because
guess,
Pete Davidson's dating Kim Kardashian.
Well,
Just
yeah.
something
I mean,
heard.
21
Wait,
Savage
what?
had one of the
Yeah.
lines like that too. Yeah, Petey's going for it all. Yeah. Yeah, but speaking about white people,
Ugly.
absolutely not is Eminem.
Disagree,
Okay.
but go ahead.
Okay, if we're talking about technical ability, yes, Eminem does have the most words per second in
Creativity,
a song
yeah.
of all time. It's 7.5, I believe, words per second, and it's around 18 syllables per second.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane, his technical ability. But anyways, these more absolutely nots is Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj,
Agreed.
Logic, Wiz Khalifa, and Drake and Ye. You know, if we're talking about numbers,
Yeah.
Drake and Ye are in there, but it's like, I just can't. I can't put them in.
No, they're absolutely nuts.
Yeah, and then people in groups, like people that were in NWA, like Ice Cube,
Yeah.
anyone in ASAP Mob. Okay?
Yeah.
This is a group
Yep,
I haven't
agreed.
talked about yet. ASAP Rocky. Oh my God. And then anyone in Wu-Tang. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Any one of those guys.
Rest in peace, old DB.
Yes. ODB would be up there
Right.
if, you know.
Yep.
But all right, we're going to get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because my top 3 are actually in there. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. And the person I do not is Tupac. No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa. Hold up, son.
I'm not common. I am not common, okay?
Dude,
Common.
Justin, even I knew that was going to be wrong. Yeah, I knew that was going to
Yeah,
be
Common actually doesn't have Tupac in his top 5.
I love Common too.
I really like Common
Common's
too.
great, man. On the corner.
Yeah,
What a
but-
great tune.
Yeah, but it's okay. LL Cool J is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but you know he's not in consideration. And a fact, true MC. Does anybody know what MC is? Master Ceremony.
Master Ceremonies.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, and any serious rapper should consider themselves an MC. That's what it is. If,
Used to be like the name of a lot of them. MC Light, MC Hammer, MC.
right?
like, so many of
yeah.
them.
Yeah, so like it's the ability if all of your equipment goes down, if your microphone goes down, you don't have speakers.
Yeah.
You stand up in the middle of everyone on a table and rap your ass
Just
off.
do it.
And
Yeah.
beatbox and have the crowd boom and clap and everything for you.
Yeah.
That's KRS-One. Right there.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up. man.
Original
KRS-One,
lyrics. Oh man, that's some of that stuff, but it's too perfect.
He's old school too,
It's
man.
so perfect.
Yeah.
It's that 1 and 2 and 3 and it's like it's so perfect. It's almost annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He pulls rhymes out of nowhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember one from, I can't remember the name of the song off the top of my head, but it's like, KRS, you must respect him or he'll get all up in your rectum. And I'm like, he literally pulled that one out of his ass.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
Yeah, pun intended there.
The MF Doom actually
MF
gets
Doom.
into those lyrics. But all right, future goats, people that are not
Future
yet
goats.
future ones.
Gross, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the rapper Future. I'm just kidding.
Fuck no. Even I know that's wrong.
Yeah, it's wrong.
Yeah.
What do you
So
got?
not yet. Childish Gambino,
Yeah.
21 Savage. I couldn't put No Name in my future goats. I couldn't do it yet. Not
Okay.
yet.
Okay.
And I can't do Cuddy. I can't put him in the rapping mode. I can't do it.
You know, I mean, future maybe, future maybe.
Yeah.
You know, like
Beyond.
beyond.
Future.
Yeah, 3 futures.
Yeah, so people that could have been in consideration, but they have sadly passed. Juice WRLD and X. X was actually 8 days younger than me, so it's just like
Way young.
he could have really been like the number
Huge.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like commercially too, you think, or just
Yes, because
Oh,
he
yeah.
was he had that Tupac persona.
yeah.
And it just insane. But anyways, number 5 for future goats, Mick Jenkins.
Totally agreed, man. I really, really, really like Mick Jenkins. I think up and comer. More than that, because he's been around for a little bit. But
Right. And I had him at number 4, but Schoolboy Q's album, oh my gosh, his new album with Crash and all of these wonderful Die With 'Em. Oh my gosh, those songs are so
I haven't heard him.
good.
Check him out.
there. I need to put it on for that We Adore next
Should.
week or something. And then we got Anderson .Paak, of
Yeah.
course.
So good.
Yep.
Of course.
He's really blowing up, man.
Yeah, ever since I heard him on Compton, Dr. Dre's
Yep.
album that came out, I was like, who is this guy?
Yeah, and he's doing this stuff with Bruno Mars, and then he's also in Grand Theft Auto Online. We talked about that. He's also
Great.
in that sequence,
Yeah.
by the way. It's pretty great.
Yeah. And then usually this is in people's top 5s, J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick, man, I gotta give respect to him. I mean,
But it's
even
just
though he's
not
got
yet. It's just like,
I don't know, but he's been out for a while now.
I know. I know.
He's been out for quite a while.
And that's why my number 5 list, my number 5 is just like so ambiguous. I cannot pick one. I just can't do it.
Sure.
Yeah, with all the people that you've already listed so far, I mean,
Yeah,
like,
man.
So many amazing people, and I haven't even reached my top 20 yet. Excuse me. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's insane. So this is my personally my favorite. MF Doom,
Okay.
Lupe Fiasco.
Lupe Fiasco, yes.
Yes, I have him at number 5 a lot. Pusha T, I had to talk about him a little bit. And sometimes I put Tech 9 at number 1.
Tech 9, old school, man. Love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that
Old school.
Midwest. Yeah, I went to a concert that was the day after Tech 9, and the cops were so afraid of how crazy the Tech 9 concert was that they had up like a crazy
Riot gear?
security and stuff. Like, I mean, it was insane. They were like, yeah, we had a Tech 9 concert. last
Yeah.
night."
Well, I mean, what's he singing about? You know, I mean, like he's rapping about shooting guns and killing the police.
And rapping as hard as
Yeah.
core as possible and as fast as possible.
Yeah,
And then these people need to be said. Okay. Snoop Dogg,
definitely. Come on.
Lauryn Hill,
Yeah, oh, God. Yes.
Rhapsody,
Yeah.
and then Mos Def and Talib Kweli.
Yeah, Mos Def. Mos Def, Talib Kweli. Talib Kweli is one of my personal favorites. I like that style of him and Common and
it's
Mos
just
Def
so
bring.
good.
Because it's more like, it's not so flashy. It's not as flashy as like some of the more commercial sized art, type artists. It's just more real. It's more poetic. It's more thoughtful. It's more intelligent.
Talib is deeply meaningful.
He's got his podcast, by the way,
with
the people's.
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah,
with Dave Chappelle. He
So
has another
I mean,
one
if
too.
you haven't seen it, check that one out for sure. But Talib Kweli is definitely a top for me.
Wonderful. And all right, we're getting into the top 5 actually.
Okay.
But my number 5 list is, I already said that we're not talking about bands. Okay.
Right. No groups or bands.
So usually I put Q-Tip or Andre 3000 or Black Thought in the number 5 position.
Yep.
But I'm just giving it to all 3 of them. I'm just giving it away, even though I'm not talking about bands.
Right. Yeah, because I mean, Black Thought's in the Roots.
Yeah.
Outcast, obviously for Andre.
Yeah.
But that's okay. That's okay.
It's all right. Jack, who do you think's number 4? Just off the top of your head, don't look.
Well, if I know you, and I know that you said your top 3 is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Correct.
Nas?
Yes.
Yeah.
King's Disease 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm trying to think of who you haven't mentioned that obviously should be on your list. And
It's
Nas,
obviously on the
definitely one.
list because with King's Disease 2 and with his 2010 albums and with his 90s albums and he just made Magic. He's making Magic.
Literally, though.
yeah,
And then, all right, we're getting into the people that are always there in
Yes.
the list.
Yeah.
So Nas is always there.
Uh-huh.
Jay-Z,
Jay-Z.
Rock
Who
and
had-
Roll Hall of Fame.
Yep, and had some notorious beef with Nas for a long
Yes.
time too.
Yes. So we're getting with the beef.
Yeah.
It's all right. My number 2, this was a very difficult decision because I am ranking them.
Yep.
Don't get it wrong.
Okay.
Tupac.
Tupac's number 2. Okay.
Tupac is number 2.
Yep. And so, okay. So this is going to be tricky because I'm not looking at your list and I'm trying to think who could number 1 be then after Tupac, first of all.
It's after.
And I'm trying to, and there's a handful of people that I just haven't even heard their name yet.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the greatest actors, Tupac.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
He
him
is.
acting.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Juice.
God.
You haven't seen that movie?
Oh, it's so good.
Dude.
He's so
Poetic
real
Justice.
and raw. Oof.
Yeah, man.
It inspired Kendrick Lamar to do Poetic Justice too.
Yeah.
That song with Drake. Yeah,
Great.
but anyways, who could be better? I'm sorry, I love bodying lyrics so much, and I'm kind of an East Coast more.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yep.
going Biggie.
Biggie
with
number
this
1.
Biggie
Okay.
all time.
That's for many reasons, I'm sure, like commercially successful. Also like legitimate talent, straight up. Unique sound, like with the way he talked. Cause you had like that kind of like speech
bit of a
impediment
lisp.
thing.
Yeah, a
He
little
did
bit of
have
a
a
lisp.
speech
Yeah.
impediment.
Which
It was-
I think made it cool. Like Biz Markie sort of pioneered that early on.
Yeah, it's because you're practicing it more and more and more to get it actually right, so it makes you better in the end.
Right. So I didn't hear Dr. Dre's name anywhere on this entire list.
Yeah, I was gonna mention him
Okay.
with the bands with the.
Oh, okay. I was going to
I
say.
said Ice Cube and I had Dre on there for a
So,
second because I
okay.
really like Dre.
Okay.
I do enjoy him.
Yeah. Okay. So that makes sense then.
Yeah, I should have put Birdman on there too. But anyways, just to end and wrap it up in a nice little bow is someone that I didn't talk about yet, Jadakiss, and he has a wonderful quote. There are more than 5 great MCs if you really study the game of hip hop. But it always changes with me. You see, that's what I'm talking about with the number 5 spot. It always changes. And
Yeah.
so he goes to say, Big, Pac, Nas, and Hove are always up there. But it's more than that. I mean, it extends. It's more than that. But, it's just a good conversation piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I could just add a couple here at the end that I didn't hear also additional. I didn't hear like Run DMC. I didn't hear Slick Rick. Some of these like old school guys. So,
yeah, I knew I should have probably had Run DMC, but I was like KRS-One and Ice-T. Those are my old school, and LL.
Sure.
Those are my
LL.
old school guys. Where
Yep.
I'm like, all right, I think I got it. I got it.
I think it's a tremendous list, man, and I agree with so much of it. I mean, you're the hip hop guru. You got your finger on the pulse of hip hop better than anyone I know, pretty much. So bravo, man.
Perfect.
Good
you.
list.
Thank you.
So this has been the Cheap Shot Music Podcast.
Download or stream this episode wherever you get your podcasts.
Please leave a like and or a comment on our social medias. It's greatly appreciated.
And thank you everyone for listening.